Hi everyone. Seasonal affective disorder, otherwise known as seasonal depression or SAD, which is SAD, affects 5% of people around the world each year, according to the American Psychiatric Association. SAD can affect many aspects of a person's life, and we will discuss that today. So, we'll be discussing what is SAD, symptoms of it, causes, and some treatments. My name is Maria Himmel, and I am the Learning Programs Coordinator here at Veterans Upward Bound. If you have any questions, concerns, or want to talk about workshops, feel free to shoot me an email. My email is here on the screen. All right, so what is seasonal affective disorder, otherwise known as SAD? So you'll hear me refer to either seasonal affective disorder as SAD or seasonal affective disorder throughout this presentation today. They're interchangeable. So, seasonal affective disorder is a type of depression that is related to changes in the season. This is according to MayoClinic.com. Typically, SAD begins and ends around the same time each year. So, for example, it may begin for someone in October and end in March, or maybe a different time period for somebody else. But it's typically around the same types of months throughout the year, every year. Symptoms start in the fall and they continue through the winter months, and it usually snaps your energy and makes you feel moody. And I want to mention that all the information that I'll be discussing today is according to the MayoClinic.com and the National Health Service website. So some signs and symptoms of SAD include feeling sad or down most of the day, nearly every day, loss of interest in activities, feeling low and feeling sluggish, sleeping too much, experiencing carbohydrate cravings, overeating, and weight gain, difficulty concentrating, feeling hopeless, worthless, or guilty, substance abuse, and having thoughts of not wanting to live. And again, it's a reminder that it's typically through the winter months, fall winter months of the year, and then maybe you do not feel like this throughout the rest of the year. Specific causes of SAD are unknown, but there are factors that contribute to somebody having SAD. So they include your biological clock or your circadian rhythm, serotonin levels, and melatonin levels. So starting off with the biological clock or your circadian rhythm, the reduced level of sunlight in the fall and winter months cause the onset of SAD. The decrease in sunlight can disrupt your body's internal clock and lead to feelings of depression. For the serotonin levels, a drop in serotonin, which is the brain chemical that affects your mood, plays a role in SAD, and the reduced sunlight can have that drop in serotonin that triggers depression as well. Lastly, melatonin. The changes in season disrupt the body's balance and level of melatonin, and that has a role in your sleep patterns and mood. So there's no way to prevent the development of seasonal affective disorder, but there can take early steps to manage your symptoms, and it can you'll be able to manage your symptoms and prevent them from getting worse over time. So you may be able to head off serious changes in your mood, appetite, energy levels. When you can predict that time of year that your symptoms typically start, as we mentioned earlier, they're usually around seasonal depression or SAD is around the same time in months every year. So if you know that's going to be coming for you, you can try to take some steps to mitigate and manage those symptoms. So some treatments include trying to get as much natural sunlight as possible throughout the day, even just like a quick lunchtime walk, trying to get outside and be in the sunlight as much as possible. Making your work and home environments as light and airy as possible, maybe sitting near windows when you're indoors, doing your work, if you work from home or even in the office, next to a window, doing other activities or hobbies next to windows, and trying to get as much sunlight as you possibly can while it's light outside. Regularly exercising, and even better if it's outdoors in the daylight. Eating a healthy balanced diet and drinking plenty of water can help. And this one's, a tough one, but avoiding stressful situations and taking steps to manage stress. You can't always avoid stressful situations, of course, but if you have some really good steps for managing your stress, this can be helpful because the stress is not something we really want on top of SAD as well. It doesn't help. Another treatment option is talk therapy. So that's maybe it's cognitive behavioral therapy, or even just talking with someone that you trust about what you're feeling, and just trying to verbalize what you're feeling can help. Another option for treatments include the use of antidepressants, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRIs, also named antidepressants, are the preferred type of pill form or antidepressant for treating SAD. You would start your SSRIs before winter and continue through the spring, and then if maybe depression is not something that you typically have throughout the rest of the year, it's just a SAD seasonal affective disorder type of situation, then maybe you would taper off of the antidepressants. Of course, you would need to talk with a doctor before being prescribed antidepressants, but that is an option out there for you. I just want to put a couple reminders that it can take up to 4 to 6 weeks for the medication to take full effect. It's not like you take a pill and you feel immediately better. You should take the medicine as prescribed and continue taking it until advised, and then gradually stop by your doctor to get that tapered off if that's something that you need. And as a reminder, some antidepressants have side effects and can interact with other types of medicine that you're taking. So just some reminders on that. And last up for treatments is an option which includes light therapy. So some people with SAD find that light therapy can improve their mood. It involves sitting next to a special lamp called a light box, and you usually do this for 30 minutes to an hour each morning. And the light produced by the light box simulates the sunlight that you're missing during the darker months of the year. So light boxes come in a variety of different designs. They have like desk lamps, or they have wall-mounted fixtures, and it's a really bright light, and the intensity is measured in lux, and the higher the lux, the brighter the light. So the theory is that the light therapy can trick your brain into reducing the production of melatonin and increasing the production of serotonin. So we talked about this a little bit earlier, but melatonin is the sleepy chemical in your brain that makes you sleepy and fall asleep. So the light therapy is helping to reduce that sleepiness chemical, and it's helping to increase the production of serotonin, and serotonin is like the happy brain chemical. They also have, when it comes to product-wise of the light box, they have sunrise alarm clocks. So the light comes on, and it's your alarm clock. I have a picture of that on the screen here, and that can help because it's gradually the light in your bedroom is helping you wake up, and it can be useful. Otherwise, there are some like wall-mounted on the screen here, or like desk lamps. I personally have one, works great. I have it next to my desk, and I put it on every morning for about 30 minutes, and it just sits there while I'm working, and I just take in the light. So something that might be helpful. Just some more tips on light therapy, on how to use it. It's effective if you use it first thing in the morning, maybe right when you wake up, or when you're sitting down to do your work for the day, or your first task of the day. And it is useful if you use it no more than 30 minutes to an hour a day. If you are using a lot of the light therapy, longer than an hour all day, or even at nighttime, it can really disrupt your circadian rhythm that, as we talked about earlier, it's the natural flow of your body. So when it's light out, your brain knows that it's time to be awake. When it's dark out, your brain thinks it's time to go to bed. So if you're disrupting that rhythm, it can make you not have a lot of soundful sleep. So trying to use it first thing in the morning and no more than 30 minutes to an hour a day is effective. And there aren't very many side effects of using light therapy, but some people do experience agitation or irritability, headaches or eye strain, sleeping problems, as I mentioned, if you use light therapy at nighttime, tiredness and change in your sight or blurred vision. Just wanted to put that there are some side effects, but they are rare. And pretty minimal in my opinion. Thank you for attending this workshop. I hope this was helpful. If you want to talk about SAD or resources for helping you with SAD, please feel free to reach out to us at Veterans Upward Bound. Our email, phone number, and our website is here on the screen. Thank you. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and see you at the next workshop.